Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Bryant, Director of Multimedia Development for the Big South Conference, and it's time to look at what we've got in store on the Big South Network presented by State Farm. The programming upcoming this week. Happy New Year to you as we look at men's and women's basketball in conference play for the week of January 6th through January 12th. 2011. Let's go over to the men's side, and over there we've got a quartet of games, all in conference on Thursday the 6th. And as we think about the standings here, remember Liberty 4-0, Coastal Carolina 3-0 going into the Thursday games. Charleston Southern 2-1, Winthrop 2-1, VMI and High Point 2-2. Those are all the teams at 500 or better in the early part of conference play. Now, of those top 5 teams we had listed, 4 of them are playing most way through a round robin this weekend, as Charleston Southern is at Liberty, Coastal Carolina at VMI. And those are each 7 o'clock tip-offs. Also coming up, Gardner-Webb at PC and Asheville at Winthrop. That could be an important clash for those teams, as it has been in years past. Moving ahead to Saturday now, with the storyline of what happened on Thursday, which we won't know as we record this, but Charleston Southern then plays VMI, as those two teams on their previous games hope to dethrone the undefeated squads. But if they don't, then you've got Coastal Carolina at Liberty possibly vying for the top spot as undefeated teams. We'll have to see what happens to them Thursday first, one game at a time. But the CSU VMI game, that's a 1 o'clock tip. And at 6 o'clock, Coastal and Liberty. And beyond that, we've got Gardner-Webb at Winthrop at 7 o'clock, High Point Radford at 7 o'clock, and Asheville at PC at 7:30 for your full 5-game set of the 10 teams in the Big South, all going at it on Saturday the 8th. So it should be a really big weekend of early conference clashes to try and settle some positions and get some differentiation, although it could just tighten things up. So we'll have to see how the games play out. Big weekend ahead. On the women's side, well, they're just fresh into conference play, don't have as many games under their belts on the women's side. Gardner-Webb, Liberty, PC, and Radford all won their first conference games. Charleston Southern, Coastal, High Point, and Asheville dropped their first. Winthrop hasn't even had a conference game yet. So here's where things start to take a little bit more shape. As we look at Saturday the 8th, that's the first group of games. High Point at Asheville, that's at 2 o'clock. At 3, Gardner-Webb at Radford. And at 4:30, Charleston Southern at Winthrop, followed by Liberty at PC at 5. We'll turn around and do it again on Monday night. We've got 4 games for you on Monday as well, all 7 o'clock tips. Charleston Southern at Coastal Carolina, High Point at Radford, Liberty at Asheville, and Gardner-Webb at Winthrop. And one bonus for you, and our only out-of-conference matchup for the week, Savannah State at PC. That's at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, which is 1-11-11. A lot of ones for that game, and the only game of that night. Now, of course, if you want to find these games, order these games, get these games on your computer, you want to get the Big South Network through BigSouthSports.com. Big South Network presented by State Farm. You can order these by the game. Any one of these games is available by itself. Of course, you can also order sport. Get all the men's basketball or all the women's basketball, but say you really like hoops and want both the men's and the women's, you can get the winter season package. It includes both. For only $10 more than the men, you can get the women's games as well. And then, if that's still not enough, the annual pass. You say, I want to get into baseball too, and I want football this fall, because you get it for a full calendar year from when you order. So by the game, by the sport, by the season, by the year, the package you want is available at the Big South Network, presented by State Farm. And don't forget, the Big South, BigSouthSports.com is the home of all these things. Our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube, our blog. They can all be found through BigSouthSports.com. If you have any streaming issues, don't forget to call our fan support line or email our fan support team at New Lion, our web and streaming hosts. You can call them at 877-967-3267, the number on your screen, or email fansupport, all one word, at newlion.com. That's NEULION.com. And be sure to specify technical support, billing, whatever your area of need may be. Hopefully you won't have those problems, but if you do, those are the places to turn. Again, I'm Mark Bryant on behalf of everybody here at the Big South. Again, Happy New Year. Enjoy these conference games. A lot of great matchups upcoming right here on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.